What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be building a squad if you have 1 million coins in College Football 25 Ultimate Team. Now, I do want to say a couple of things. Number one, we're not going to include any free cards in this. So let's say you've got Kobe Bryant from Season 1 or Cooper Flanagan from Season 2. Plug them in here to the squad, as well as any B&D cards that you do like. Number two, even if you have 500,000 coins, you can take some guys from this squad builder that I really like and implement them into your specific squad as well. So those are a couple of just kind of, I don't even want to say like, but they're just kind of some tips, right? Some tips to hopefully help you guys have success in the long run on this game. Now, as you do dive into these things, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Really do appreciate all of the recent support on the channel. Jameis Winston, 91 overall, coming in at our quarterback. 75,000 coins. You get a card with 87 speed. Gonna throw the ball about as well as anybody on this game. Throws a tight spiral. I love Jameis Winston, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. I mean, I think Jameis Winston is an absolute stud on this game, and definitely a card that if you plug into your specific squad can help you out in a big time way. Running back position, it's between two guys really, I think. Caleb Johnson or Jarquez Hunter. I don't mind Kenneth Walker III, I guess, for his price either. So I guess a three-man race. To me, it's Jarquez Hunter. Now, one thing with Jarquez Hunter, I guess two things. Number one, not going to catch the ball that well out of the backfield. Number two, pick him up tomorrow. He's going to be cheaper after the stories of the week drop tomorrow. But 74,000 coins for this card with 91 speed really isn't bad. I think that's actually a great option for you guys at the running back position. Going to give you a lot on the field, right? He's going to run the ball extremely well, especially in between the tackles because of that, great break tackle, great trucking. Spin move, juke move for the card, maybe not as high as I maybe want, but overall a really solid card for your specific squad. Wide receiver 1, we're plugging in Ricky White III. Now be careful, his price is going to go down again on Friday. This card's a beast, 90 speed, great route runner, good juke move. Ricky White III is an absolute stud at that wide receiver position. Other couple wide receivers here, Braylon Edwards, 89 overall, 88 speed. Again, good route runner, good all-around wide receiver. And our last guy here is Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is still on my squad. I play him over a guy like Megwood. I think he's elusive in the open field. He gets open more than you guys might think. And so I do really like Amari Cooper. I've used the card quite a bit. And for me, he's been really solid for my specific squad. So that's my wide receiver position as Amari Cooper. And you guys might not love it, but I do think you're going to be impressed with him at that wide receiver position. Tight end position, there's really only one option. It's Hunter Henry. The other guys are too expensive. I guess if you want a run blocker, Tyler Warren's not bad. I think both of those cards are really good for their specific prices. I prefer Hunter Henry. That 90 speed is absolutely crazy for 65,000 coins. Now, you guys might be looking up and be like, Ty, you're already at 397,000 coins, and you haven't even started the offensive line. Look, I get it, right? I definitely understand if you guys are concerned that I'm going to go over budget, all those things, but I promise you, we're okay here still to this day. Left tackle position here. We're plugging in Lamar Sr. Now, I don't necessarily think this card's the be-all, end-all, but I think he's a fine card. Really good pass blocker, better pass blocker than run blocker. And for 20,000 coins, good luck finding much better. Left guard position, we're plugging in Pregnon. Better pass blocker than run blocker. This is going to be a pass blocking offensive line that I'm going to be plugging in for you guys. If you like to run the ball a little bit more, then plug in offensive linemen that are better run blockers than pass blockers. At the center position, I'm plugging in Linderbaum. Why? He's as good as, he's a better pass blocker than run blocker, but he's as good as a lot of other guys for 25,000 coins. Tough to beat. Right guard position, we're plugging in Luke Kandra, a beast at that right guard position. Again, balanced card that can do a lot of things for you. In right tackle position, you're going to see us ball on a pretty big budget. Plug it in Spencer Fano, better pass blocker than run blocker. This offense right now is 561,000 coins. It's not cheap. It is an expensive offense, but you're telling me this is an offense that can compete at the highest level, which it absolutely is. This offense is a really solid offense from the wide receiver position to the quarterback, running back, and to even a solid enough offensive line. Now to the defensive side of the ball, in which we've kind of got a ball on a budget here. So cornerback wise, we can't go buy all the 90 overalls. We got to kind of, be smart with our coins. Jermaine Matthews Jr. is our first corner. We're plugging in 89 speed, 89 man coverage. If you like to play man coverage, Matthews is going to be a stud for you guys. At our second cornerback position, this might come as a surprise to some people. but we are going to plug in Darian Porter, cornerback from Iowa State, 88 speed, 90 man coverage, but he's 6'4", and man coverage going to get the job done for you guys. Our last cornerback today that we're going to plug in is another Ohio State guy, Davison from Ohio State, 88 speed, really solid man coverage. So if you like to play man coverage, these are some really solid corners for you, but there's even fine in zone coverage as well. Dylan Stewart, we're going to plug him in at the right end position. Just solid overall right end. Can get after the quarterback, good block shed, good speed acceleration. For 60,000 coins, you're not going to find a more complete right end in the entire game. Defensive tackle position, we're plugging in the 89 Quinton Williams. Do wish his speed was maybe a little bit better, but everything else he's going to do. Good block shed, gets after the quarterback decent, just a solid defensive tackle. Left end position, we've got to plug in Terrell Suggs. I'd like to plug in maybe some other guys, but Terrell Suggs is 28,000 coins. You're not finding much cheaper than that at that left-hand position. Can get after the quarterback, play the run, just an overall solid card. Here's his free safety. Like, again, if you have Wyatt Eckler, plug him in, but I'm plugging in Malachi Starks. I know he's a little pricey, but again, good in man coverage, good in zone coverage, 88 speed, a solid overall free safety in the game. Strong safety, it's one of those things, it really comes down to what you are looking for. Do you want a man cover? Do you want a zone coverage guy? If you want a man coverage guy, it's tough to beat Gerard Holliman, who has 87 speed, 86 man coverage. If you want a zone cover corner, get LaMiles Brooks. For the sake of this video, I'm plugging in LaMiles Brooks because I like the card, good acceleration, solid speed, but you better be playing zone coverage if you do like LaMiles Brooks. Left outside linebacker, we're plugging in Sonny Styles. I told you guys a while ago I like the card. I do. Can get after the quarterback, solid enough speed, can drop into coverage. Overall 6'4", I like Sonny Styles, what he possesses on the field. Right outside linebacker. People are so quick to forget about Colin Oliver, but the card's one of the most complete outside linebackers in the game. Can drop into coverage, can stop the run, can get after the quarterback. Colin Oliver does a little bit of everything. Middle linebacker position, we've got two guys left to plug in. First guy, Chris Paul Jr., 87 speed, solid zone coverage, solid enough block shed, just an overall solid cornerback that's going to be really solid for you guys. And the last, certainly not least, other middle linebacker position, Brian Bosworth, to plug into your specific squad. Again, just going to be a solid linebacker for you guys. Now, I'm going to plug in another defensive tackle here, just for the sole fact of some people might run a 4-3 defense. Like, it really just depends what you are wanting to do on the field, what you're trying to run. I've heard really good things about this Manguson card. Not going to necessarily stop the run very well, but good speed, going to get after the quarterback in a big time way. So that's the last card I'm going to plug in to get to this 1 million coin count. Now, is this squad going to be the best squad in the game? No. But there are some cards that can compete at the highest level, like Hunter Henry. He's an absolute stud. Jameis Winston, an absolute stud. Jarquez Hunter. These are cards that can compete at the very highest level. And even defensively, you've got some cards that can cover in man coverage. If you want zone coverage guys, look more so, and I'll talk about some zone cover guys quickly for you guys. You could get a guy like Darquez Dennard. I wish his speed was a little bit higher, but that's just another example. Like, even the 89 Dennard has 88 speed, 90 zone coverage. So if you like him, if you want to play some zone coverage, can plug him in for Matthews. Some other guys you can look at in zone coverage are guys, and again, Zabian Brown in zone coverage is way better. So get guys that fit your specific scheme. Strong safety position, I kind of already mentioned Holliman in man coverage. He is going to be an absolute stud on the field. Gifford is fine in man coverage. Just wish his speed was a little bit higher. But those are the things that you personally can look at if you are trying to upgrade your specific squad. Like I said, do what works for you. If you play a lot of, if you run the ball a lot, you're probably going to want to get some guys that are better run blockers than pass blockers as well. That's going to wrap it up for our video. Drop a like on it, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.